Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here in front of the Red Wolf exhibit and the Temperate Forest Education Center, and it is looking so good inside the Temperate Forest Education Center, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am so blown away. I have put up the stuffed raccoon that we got from Emily Bones of the Bones Museum and a couple educational posters, and we have our dioramas, and I have put up some little countertops and shelving, and we are so ready to fill the education center with so many educational things, like some specimens from all around our temperate forest area. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to getting rid of the red wolf poo that somehow I have picked up. Thanks for that, Maple. I saw that. I was standing out here, and the next thing you know, I'm holding red wolf poo. Yeah, that would be Maple. All right, well, we'll just wash our hands over in this little stream. I'm sure that's sanitary. And yes, oh my gosh, you guys, the diorama thing. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. We're looking like a professional zoo now. I am so excited. And this diorama, the ability to take anything we build in the entire world and shrink it down into itty bitty size. I mean, look at that. You can see the teeny tiny little death mushroom, and there's the chanterelle, and there's the woolly galampus, and there's all the epitites. This is amazing. I actually had dreams about this mod last night. I actually dreamed about like the way we could probably build a really cool paper wasp nest and hang it from over here. I actually took down the spice racks because I was thinking about all of the different like real plants we could go out and gather and shrink down and then put up and hang from the ceiling instead. Basically, I'm totally blown away. I am 100% in love. Think of it. We could even do devincing pieces because clearly we can shrink down devincing pieces too, and we can make little skeletons. We can make tiny little taxidermy skeleton pieces. Oh my gosh. I mean, we have a taxidermy piece right here. In fact, I should give you guys the proper tour. Here is our stuffed raccoon. So here is the very awesome stuffed raccoon specimen that we got from Bones Museum. It is pretty cool looking. Lily, do be careful. That's a very expensive microscope that we're borrowing. It is really, really cool looking. And so you can come up, you can see its beady little glass eyes, and you can look at what a real raccoon would have looked like. So this guy, don't worry, he was just a very, very old raccoon who passed away and has gone on to continue on in life and to help educate the public in what a raccoon would be like. So we've got him right here, and I think it would be really cool. Alia, don't knock over the inkwell, please. And I think it would be really cool for when we get an educator. And Lily, that's a delicate diagram. Okay, puppies, out puppies. I may have to have like a no dogs allowed sign on that. Sit, and sit. You guys can visit with the red wolves, okay? Oh my gosh. And I love the lily of the valley little piece that we have sitting right there to sort of introduce you to the entire place. I love this. So I'm thinking we'll have an educator stand right behind the counter here, and you can come and talk to the educator, or maybe flip through a few books over here in the bookshelf to learn some fun facts about raccoons. We have an animal tracks poster. You can see a little raccoon footprint up there. We've got, let's see, skunk, fox, I can't read what that says. Gray squirrel, otter, possum, white-tailed deer, and actually the white-tailed deer are these guys right over here too. Hello everybody. Wow, everybody is really bathing lately, huh? I wonder what you guys are going to think about it once I get some ducks in here. And actually the ducks may really help out our white-tailed deer because they don't move around much on their own, as you can tell. So I think if we put the ducks in here, then the ducks would actually be able to like push them around a little bit, which would help the deer out, because I don't know why, but deer in our world seem to have forgotten how to use their legs. So I'm sure that'll really work out pretty well. And Keeper Adley, have you seen Fluffy Mittens? I know Fluffy Mittens was jumping around in here earlier. Maybe it finally hopped out. We'll have to keep an eye out for that rabbit. It's kind of hilarious how we find Fluffy Mittens the bunny all over the place. Oh, and I'm also thinking of selling those little bird feeders we have in the temperate forestry inside of the education center, because it's kind of like a souvenir stand too. Oh, and I was totally dreaming about being able to make pressed leaves by gathering up the leaves and then maybe shrinking them down into a little pressed leaf look. So yeah, basically I am totally in love with this diorama making mod, and we're going to be using it for a lot of things. Maybe even like little wolf and deer figurines that we could like have them sold here and you could come buy them. You know, they've always got those plastic figurines. Those are some of my favorite things to work with. And I know there's actually like this famous line, I can't remember what they're called, but there's this famous line of plastic animal figurines that are kind of realistic that people really get into. So we could try selling our own red wolf and our own deer figurines. I wonder why these tree stumps seem to glow. That's a good question, Adelaide, but I don't mind because it helps light up the world at night and keep all the zombies away. So that's always a good thing. Oh, and our little American goldfinch. Oh, that's so fun. I would be very, very, very excited to have an educator in here. So in the future, we may do applications. Not now. So don't overwhelm us just yet. But in the future, we will probably do some applications to take up the role of either the education center staff or the red wolf and possibly white-tailed deer and goldfinch educator that we'll have out here. And I may have some more posters up that you can actually like look at and read about because we have those set up in some of the other sections of the zoo. But you guys, look how professional this is looking. This is amazing. This is so awesome. And now we need to fill the shelves in these little pots with all sorts of specimens collected from around our temperate forest. So let's go ahead, puppies. All right, now, puppies, you guys can join me, and we're going to go wander off. In fact, let's go ahead and go over to our zookeeper section first. We're going to wander around, and we're going to try to find just the right kind of specimens to put on the shelves up there. Because the specimens that we collect, let's see if we have anything good here. Like leaf piles, yes. Okay, we'll gather up some of these leaf piles. And yeah, some of this fur. And yeah, we definitely need to take one of these hides. That'll be perfect. Birch sapling, grass, rubber saplings, maybe a dead leaf pile or two. I could see those being really useful to like put under a microscope. But all of the specimens that we're gathering up now, the kids and everybody else, maybe some leather to be able to compare all of the different types. Ooh, and the Spanish moss. Yes, we should have some Spanish moss for people to look at. Maybe a feather. And maybe a bee grub? Yeah, we'll gather up this bee grub. Bee grub can come. We might have like the different eggs. We do have swans, so we'll go gather up a duck egg and we can put a duck egg under there too. Maybe a piece of ginger that you can look at up close. That would be pretty interesting. Let's go see what else we can find. Ooh, actually that wax, the wax comb would be really good. Oh, this is so exciting. I feel like I am a teacher again. Oh, it's making me remember when I would gather up all the specimens to teach my kids. Oh, so fun. And when I say my kids, I don't mean like my children that I birthed because there are none of those, not going to be any, but more the kids that I taught in the schools. But let's see. So I want to save the leaf piles because I want to put them like right here. And right here, and then I can put things on top of those leaf piles. Puppies, remember what I said. Be careful, okay? And then what we're going to do with all of these pieces is we are going to stick them into the shelves right here. And then people can come and they can pick those pieces up, come over to our microscope, and they can look at the pieces under the microscope, which is so fun. I love that. This is from the Mind Chem mod, and I absolutely love it. So then they can examine the pieces up close. So perfect. All right, we've got a feather, and we've got some Spanish moss that everybody can kind of look at. We've got the beetle grub. Let's see. Ginger. I mean, ginger could be, we'll put that over there. The little beetle grub. You want to get things that really make people go, whoa, and they want to look at them like up close and personal. Capturing somebody's attention is one of the most important things you can try to do as an educator. We'll put the little swan egg up there. In fact, we should probably make like a nest. I was trying to figure out like what to maybe put right here. Oh, and this is a mushroom poster. I forgot to show you guys this because we have all of these little mushroom diorama thingies right here. I got a mushroom poster and it was really fun to look up vintage posters, vintage educational posters actually. So we might have quite a few of those scattered throughout the zoo, including ones we'll make ourselves. But this time I thought I would go for some semi-realistic ones or some realistic ones so that people can read about the wood bluet. And it grows well on leaf litter from October to December. Must be cooked before eating. I don't know if I would want to eat a mushroom called the deceiver. It's edible with a mild flavor. However, this is a great poster because it also tells you about the sickener and it tells you about the funnel cap and all of the mushrooms that can cause sickness or death. With a good little disclaimer, never eat any wild mushroom unless you are totally sure about your identification. I do not eat wild mushrooms. I love finding them out in the wild because they are so spur of the moment. A mushroom. Like these guys, they show up on the forest floor maybe just for that afternoon. I can go on the same forest walk twice a day, come across a bunch of mushrooms, go back later, they're gone. Either because they got eaten by squirrels and other animals or because they dried up and disappeared. So that's why I think mushrooms are really cool because they just show up like little treats. You just see them and then they're gone, and I just think that's really fun. fun. So we have a really great poster to kind of educate everybody about the various mushrooms, like the stinkhorn emerges from white egg-like structures in leaf mold, not poisonous but inedible because of its unpleasant taste. The death cap, deadly if eaten. I mean, that doesn't look like it would kill you, but it would. So take note. Grows mainly under beech and oak from August to September. Cap is streaked brownish green or bright yellow. So dun 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 dun. Also the sickener causes sickness if eaten, and the funnel cap, dun 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 dun, inedible. All right. So yeah, there's a reason they call it the death cap. We actually have some death caps. This right there is the death cap diorama piece, and we have some in the zoo scattered about. So let's go see if we can find some more pieces. We filled up this shelf. I'm gonna have to get bookshelves. Maybe people can buy the books too, but we'll have to get some bookshelves. Maybe even like little books that are stories of our wolves. That would be so fun. And I'll put up more samples and things up here, but I think we'll save maybe this section more for things that we'll sell. Like maybe we'll have some dioramas that we can sell, Alia, or maybe we'll have some figurines of our various wolves and other animals. In fact, let's go see the turkeys. Spur of the moment, let's go see the turkeys. It has been a long time since we've seen them, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't get over how professional and nice and sleek this part of the zoo looks now that we have just taken the time to really start filling out this education center, especially with the little hidden secrets like the dioramas and the posters and everything that it has. This is amazing. Now we just need to have the educators, and then once we really get this section like up and going with signs and everything too, and we've got the new windows installed, I think we'll start putting in some guests. Fluffy Mittens, there you are. Hey buddy. I think we'll start putting in some guests about then too. And actually maybe we'll have, oh, hey, Fluffy Mittens, just hopping right through, I see. Maybe we'll actually have the bird seed. Hi, buddy. The bird seed that we sell, see those little bird feeders? Maybe we'll actually have those bird feeders sold here. Like we could have a little bird food dispenser, or maybe just somebody who can give you like binoculars and like a bird seed box. Oh, hi, Fluffy Mittens. There you go. Be a happy bunny. And let's go see if we can find other specimens from just kind of around here, or around our temperate forest area. Oh gosh, there goes the American goldfinches. Oh, so beautiful. But let's see if we can find some cool specimens that we can put in. Maybe this mushroom that we can put into the room, and maybe this entire berry garden. I could see putting the berry garden in there, and then maybe the herb garden. All right. Oh, and I have the wax comb I still need to take back too. All right, let's come down here. Hi, puppies. There's our turkeys. I wonder if we have any turkey feathers. Hey, gobble gobbles, how are you guys doing? Oh, you've got a chocobo that you have adopted. All right. I could understand wanting to adopt a chocobo. Hi, guys. Look at all of you. And you've got a pig in here too. I really need to redo the turkey exhibit and add in a lot more. I feel like I have a lot less turkeys. I'm pretty sure I had more turkeys than that. All right, we'll have to look into that. Oh, hi, sheep. And we'll also have to look into getting some female turkeys added in. So that's going to have to be on the list of things to look out for too. All right, and then we've got this, one of our awesome donated trees from Jason. It's the pillar of the forest tree. Totally amazing. It's got a little squirrel hanging out way up there. It's got a whole bunch of birds. There's so many birds in this section. Fluffy Mittens, is that you again? Nope, it's a different wild bun. Oh, but we've got some berry bushes over here. So we could maybe pick some of these huckleberries, blackberries. Awesome. Let me go ahead and wiggle this way. Interesting. Hello, sheep. You're pretty cool looking. Oh yeah, and I put up the hedge fencing so that people wouldn't accidentally... Is that a turkey? Gobble, what are you doing over here? You have escaped your gobble spot. Get in the safari net. Why do you not get in the safari net? Get in the safari net. Do I have to just push you? Do I need a lead? Oh no. I think for some reason the turkey is not getting into the safari net. It's one of my turkeys and it has escaped. Let me try shooting it with the safari net. Come on. Capture mode. Yes. Oh, I got it. All right, that worked out. I don't know why I couldn't catch it normally, but now we can put the turkey back where it belongs. I knew I was missing turkeys. I was appropriately suspicious. And then this is another one of the cave systems we need to come to. I think this one actually has a bunch of, yeah, we've got some horses we've got to rescue. And watch out, Pigu. That's going to be another mission for another day. Oh man, I'm so happy that we have got work started on some proper education centers here too. That's making me feel really awesome. Let's go look for some more flowers because I do want to have, or maybe these mushrooms. I do want to have something nice to put into the educational exhibit area. I almost wonder if it would be cool to have like a bunch of dead leaves people could sort of like dig in to find things, but you also find snakes in dead leaves. So maybe that's not such a good idea. But dead leaves are actually a really vital part. Oh, and I'm going to spoil the bees, so we have to turn around. Sorry, guys. But dead leaves are actually a really vital part of a temperate forest ecosystem. Let's take these lady slippers. Or the fairy slippers. That'll be a good thing to put in. Should I take 2 fairy slippers? Gotta think about this. Ooh, maybe a fern. Yeah, let's go find some ferns. That would be perfect. Let's see. Those guys are poisonous, so we want to avoid those ones. Any ferns over here? Don't see any just yet. We'll find some. We'll just kind of walk around the spot. Is that? You guys, that's a whole chasm. I've never noticed this before. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to explore over here. I have an entire chasm beneath my feet right here. We're gonna have to go explore that. That's just too cool. Let's gather up some fresh picked apples really quickly. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I am really excited to have the education center built in our zoo because it's starting to really help me feel like we're getting some things done in the zoo, and the zoo is actually becoming the educational center I've always dreamed of. So that makes me pretty pleased. Pretty pleased as punch. All right. Maybe a shrub? I guess if I can't find... I'll take this shrub then. If I can't find any ferns, then a shrub is a good thing. Ooh, and maybe... Oh, here we go. I can put these outside the building. They're so pretty. I can't wait to join the garden society and actually have a different place to gather flowers from than just stealing them repeatedly from the wild. And we do have to work on our black bear exhibit, especially now that we have Chick Pickety. We were actually waiting so that I could get my Silk Touch pickaxe, and now that we have it, oh, and look at our little picnic area. You know what? This is a pretty good tour of our zoo spaces. I'm really feeling like we accomplish a lot more than I think we do in my head. So I am very happy right now. This is awesome. I love our new educational center. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on finishing up the educational center and maybe redoing a few of the exhibits here in the temperate forest and building a couple more exhibits. Like I mentioned before, and let's feed the puppies really quickly. Like I mentioned before, I do want to add in the cougar at some point. I do want to add in like the Ozark salamander, the hellbender would be really, really awesome. And some of the other, like maybe a fox. I think Eros is actually building a fox exhibit right now too. Just a few more exhibits because right now we just have red wolf. We have the white-tailed deer. We technically have Swan Lake and the ducks, but I'm not quite counting those as this section of the zoo. We also have some ambient animals. We've got some of our whoopsie daisy, sorry about that. We've got some of our American goldfinches, but we don't have any information about any of these guys yet. We also have some turkeys. We have the aviary full of woodpeckers and some goldfinches and other birds. And some mice too, I think we released in there. We've got the black bear exhibit under construction, but that's not a lot of exhibits, and there's not really enough education yet. If I'm going to invite guests to come, I want them to be able to come and look, and I want them to be able to read over things so that they can learn, that they can talk to some of our NPC educators. But that's what we're going to do in the future, is actually have it so you guys can enter into like a little randomization competition to be able to be added in as an NPC in the world who's a guest and just kind of wandering around and having a good time. And I think that would be really fun. And I may do it so that our guests rotate. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out. I want to try to make it as fair as possible and as fun as possible. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and put this guy right here. Oh, this shrub doesn't work. Really? Okay, so the shrub doesn't work. Never mind. So we're going to go ahead and put the berry garden right there. Sweet. That looks awesome. And then we'll put these flowers right there. And I wonder, can I combine the flowers in the herb garden? No, you can't mix the two of them together. And we have the Canyon Creek. I love the Canyon Creek. You know what? Can I put down a mushroom too? I can! Oh my goodness, that's so fun. That's a huge mushroom though. It feels a little bit overwhelming. Oh, poor thing. Here, let me try to just gently. All right, got everything back together. So maybe, can I put the mushroom in the back perhaps? Or maybe can I put the herb garden down and then the mushroom? Oh, that popped everything up. Oh my gosh. Alia, do be careful. Oh, this is so fun. I love how much we've got decorated. Where'd the herb garden go? It died. It exploded. I exploded the herb garden. Well, phooey. Let's see if I can find another one. There should be some inside of the red wolf exhibit. Yep. Because the red wolves, oh my gosh, their gardens have spread. I'm going to need to go in there and tidy up their gardens pretty soon. Don't follow me, puppies. All right, there we go. Snagged herb garden. And we'll pop back out before my dogs follow me. Tate, I don't know if the white-tailed deer like you jumping around in their exhibit, buddy. All right, and boink. There we go. I am so happy, you guys. This is awesome looking. This is so awesome looking. Now we've got a few more specimens, I guess, that people can go ahead and snag off of the upper shelves and look at a little bit closer. Maybe a marigold? Or maybe we'll put one of these canyon creeks, or maybe some huckleberries. I'm not sure. Actually, let's put the poo. I know that seems weird, but actually, whenever I would go to the St. Louis Science Museum, they have, as a kid, it's a really awesome kids museum, by the way. They would always have one of their educators there holding fossilized dinosaur poo and waving it around to really get the kids interested. Because I can promise you, having been an educator for elementary school kids, nothing gets their attention faster than talking about animal poo, especially if it's fossilized dinosaur animal poo. Then you have the entire captive audience. So yes, and we'll leave that there. So if people really want to look at scat under the microscope, then they are welcome to. We'll have to get some little books written up. That would be really, really fun. Even just like stories about our red wolves, really quick little facts about various animals, ways to tell certain things like poison sumac and poison ivy apart from the other plants. I really should have a poster about that in here. But look at how packed and cozy this looks already. This is awesome. I feel so official and responsible right now, and it's just amazing. And we'll have to see, I'll talk to Martha, and we might have to send out some payments to maybe a toy company. Oh, imagine if we could convince some sort of like toy making company to move into the Village of Light. That would be amazing. And they could move in, and then they could come and we could get a whole bunch of figurines of our red wolves, and maybe little different red wolves, like some of them sitting, some of them standing, some of them maybe attacking like a deer or something. We might even get some figurines for our deer and our turkeys. I need to return this turkey to his exhibit. Oh gosh. And let me go ahead and have an orange smoothie and a cookie or two. A carrot? Yeah, sure. A carrot. Carrots are good for your eyesight. So let's eat more of these quote unquote carrots more often, you guys. Delicious cookie carrots. All right. So there we go. Another very, very busy day of running around, and really fun just to see all of the specimens. Geez, I can't explain to you guys how much it feels like I am just looking at the life I am used to as an educator shown right in front of me. This is really amazing. We only have a few more things to finish it up. We'll have to get an educator NPC in here. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll just be in charge of the gift shop, actually. And we need to get some gift shop sample items over here. So I need ideas for what we could have as souvenirs and gift shop items in here. And then I think we might go looking for a wasp nest to hang up in the corner over here. And some other kind of decoration. Maybe like branches with nest. Maybe I should build a branches with some nest up here instead. That would be really interesting too. But we can put that over there. Maybe I could put, I should go get a nest and have a couple more specimens people could look at. Oh, that'd be so fun. And we'll have to do more of these because this, I don't know, maybe it's because I am such a little pack rat myself and I collect, you guys have seen my office. I collect so many specimens all over the place, but this makes me feel like finally, after almost 3 to 4 years, Tate, we are becoming a real zoo. So pretty darn excited about this. And tomorrow we will have to continue on with more of our work, dashing to and fro, trying to make sure we get all of the things available for all of the people that we have trades with. I still need to go work with Martha at sending off the payment so I can get somebody to move in and like add Chips's extra office and also give me a well in my front yard. We do need to go and we need to find the area that we are going to be putting all of those coconut crabs so I can start making the autumn garden. I still need to do a little bit of mining, and I would like to actually refill the fish in both Swan Lake and over at the underwater Asian River exhibit as well. So, man, a lot to do in the zoo. I love it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.